Happy Monday. It's now Monday afternoon. We're at the gym because it was raining like crazy in California today. It's literally flooding everywhere and I possibly could not ride my bike to work. So now it's about 6 p.m. and we're at the gym. Time to get my 4-mile run in and a little bit of a lift.
I'm cold.
Okay, I have felt really comfortable vlogging in the past, but something about the gym is just way different for me, so I can't vlog in the gym, just a personal thing. But on the dock today, we had a 4-mile run at an 8:30 minute per mile pace, which for me is pretty fast. I don't know about y'all, but on the treadmill, I always find it hard to actually get a specific pace, especially because it starts off very slow, or at least the ones at Planet Fitness. By the way, I had some people ask, I am 6'1", 205 pounds at the moment. I do want to drop down to about 190 before my next race. That was 4 miles at an average pace of 8:06 minute per mile pace, which is pretty good, especially for me. The treadmills are a nice way to actually break up my speed workouts. I don't really have to think about going a specific pace. I can just do it. Moving on to my strength and conditioning workout, I only ended up doing upper body today because the gym was packed. It was 6 p.m. on a Monday night. Let's not make that mistake again. But I did 5 rounds of 4 pull-ups followed by 12 push-ups, which is plenty for me to keep my strength, especially because I want to cut down about 10 to 15 pounds before my next race, like I said. All right, it's Tuesday morning, currently about 7:10 a.m. We're not doing the normal intro because it's cold. It's like 48 degrees right now, which for me is really cold on the bike. I just wasn't messing around with it today. But happy Tuesday. We're riding to and from work today to be a great day. Okay, feeling so incredibly sore. This is 5 days straight of working out. So that's gonna happen. But what's more important is fixing my workout schedule. And just like that, we're about halfway. Feeling a lot better than I was before. Just needed to shake the legs out. Hopefully it feels good on the way home. Straight to the point this morning, that was 11.83 miles, an average speed of 15.8 miles an hour, an average heart rate of 140 beats per minute. So not too bad. I'm very fatigued, which you can tell by my speed, which is pretty insane. Something below 16 is not usual for me. But what's also not usual is actually biking 45 plus miles a week. So got to get the body used to it, and I'm sure the results will follow. It's now 8:05. I got about 10 minutes to get ready for the day. I guess I should probably stretch before I actually start work. We are finally on our way back home. I almost just fell there, but finally on our way back home. I don't know what it is about Tuesdays, but for me, they drag on so much. But now we're on our way home. I get to enjoy this open road, stretch the legs. Feels so good. All right, over halfway home. Feeling way better than I did this morning. Commuting to work has been the best thing for me mentally and physically. Not only do I get to do my training, but on shitty days like today, I just get to ride my bike and feel just 100 times better at the end of the day. I love it. That was 11.93 miles and an average speed of 16.9 miles an hour. Wow. A good ride in the afternoon definitely does a lot for the mental, because I was even faster going home from work uphill than I was going to work downhill. Super happy to end today on a positive note. I'm hoping to keep this momentum going through Wednesday. Okay, I just had one of the craziest, if not the craziest day I've ever had as a teacher. I don't know if any of my students actually follow me on any form of social media, but if they do, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I just had a pretty crazy and hectic day. So I just got home. It's currently 5 o'clock, 5:05 to be exact. The sun sets in 10 minutes. So on the fly, we're gonna change today's workout from a long distance 5-mile workout to a 2-mile speed work. So hopefully we can beat the sun, but not likely. This workout is gonna be half-mile repeats. So I'm gonna do a mile warm up. I'm gonna do 4 half-mile repeats for 2 miles and then a half-mile cool down. Let's get after it. Hopefully it's not completely dark by the time I finish. So the goal is to run under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Any extra time I have, that's gonna be added on to my rest. So I'm gonna aim for 3:30 and then get a rest for 3:30 and then go for 3:30 and then rest for 3:30 until I hit 2 miles. So that's 4 times in total. Okay, warm up done. Now we have 4 sets of 800, hopefully at a 3:30 pace. And I'm gonna try to go all out on the last one. Just empty the tank, hopefully get a 3-minute 800. Because it is a speed workout day, I'm wearing the Boston Adidas 11 and the pizza socks because hopefully I'm gonna reward myself after. Time to get the first set in. Okay, we're halfway through. I'm at a 7:09 pace. That's about like a 3:36-ish, 800 meters. So still feel pretty good. Maybe after my third one, I might feel pretty gassed, but we're gonna let it all out on the 4th. Okay, that was 2 miles and 14 minutes and 14 seconds. A little bit off because it was 2.02 miles, so you can cut off about 5 to 6 seconds off that, but regardless, that's at a 7:01 minute per mile pace, and my average heart rate was 145. That's because I didn't pause my workout in between. I used the auto pause feature, so it took into account my heart rate when I was resting. But that's 3.5 miles in total with the warm up and the cool down. Felt really good to do 7-minute pace. With this workout, hopefully by the time I do an Ironman, I'll get up to a 6-minute pace. But we're gonna continue to go work towards it. Now I have to go edit a YouTube video, do a couple of grading assignments, and create a quiz for tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the bike ride to work. Okay, good morning, happy Thursday. We're gonna ride to work today, but as you can see, we got unexpected rain this morning. So the main priority is gonna be safety. I wanna get there at my normal time around 42 minutes, but it might be closer to 45 today just because I want to be safe and I don't want to fall. The forecast says no rain, so hopefully it stays that way. Even though we're still layered up, we got the heavy pedal on. Heavy pedal, I'm coming after you for that sponsorship. Come on. I am really crossing my fingers that it doesn't rain, but it's still very beautiful right now. Just insanely cold for this Californian. Okay, even though it's not raining, the mist from the highway makes it feel like it's raining. So hopefully now that I'm kind of going away from the freeway, I won't feel it as much. All right, it rained for about 30 seconds. Fingers crossed, that's all there is. I don't know, the clouds don't look too hot right now. So let's just get to work. Okay, we're about halfway. Once again, not taking my hands off because it's raining, and I'd rather be safe than sorry, especially going to work. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's way better. It didn't rain too much, but we're finally at work. It took me 43 minutes, so I went a little bit slower, or about, actually that's probably about the same speed as I normally go. So not too bad, but that was 11.85 miles at 16 miles an hour with an average heart rate of 137. It's now 8:10, but it is Thursday, so we're almost there. Just got one more day to go after this. So now I'm on the way home, but we're taking the streets today because I'm going to my girlfriend's parents' house for dinner. So I'm gonna do a little less recording because I'm taking streets all the way home. Probably better to be safe. So that was 8.5 miles at an average speed of 15.5 miles an hour. I was going through the streets, so doing lots of stops, so that definitely affected my speed. Time to go enjoy a nice dinner, but again, I was riding on the street the entire time. So I was trying to just be as safe as possible because you never know what could happen. Riding on the street is pretty dangerous. But 8.5 miles plus the 11 earlier brings me to 19 miles today. So time to go recover for a longer run tomorrow on Friday and then a longer run Saturday. All right, it's now Saturday morning. It's currently 10:50 a.m. I think I'm just gonna make Friday my unofficial day off because as much as I try to get something done on Friday, I just can't. It ends up being like a 15-hour workday between my normal job and my weekend job. Unless I make it like an official riding day, I don't think I'm gonna be able to actually do anything else besides that just because I'm so busy. But today we're going for a 5-mile zone 2 run, which means my heart rate is below 150. It's gonna be nice and slow and hopefully feel really good. All right, that's 1 mile at a 9:45 minute per mile pace with a heart rate of 144. Feeling great. Kind of let my legs warm up, feel the ground. But overall, feeling really solid this morning. It's gonna be a good run. That's 2 miles at a 10:30 minute per mile pace. So slowing down a lot. Again, really just focusing on that heart rate. I can talk to you guys perfectly fine, but that's the whole point of today's run. Nice and slow, just be nice and easy. So that way tomorrow I can do marathon pace 5K. All right, that's 3 miles at an average pace of 10 minute per mile. Still, heart rate's at 154 right now. So keeping a good average of 150. I find that my body kind of goes into autopilot after about 2.5 miles. So that's really what I'm trying to practice here. All right, that's 4 miles at a pace of 10:45 minute per mile. So doing fantastic, feeling really good. I have high hopes for tomorrow that I'm gonna easily be able to do a marathon pace. All right, that was 5.27 miles at an average pace of 10:24 minute per mile with an average heart rate of, 152. Hopefully that means I'm setting myself up for success for tomorrow, which is a 9:05 minute per mile pace, only a 5K. So I know I can do it. The thing is, I'm gonna try and keep my heart rate as low as possible. So hopefully we can do that. Time to go to the gym. Moving on to today's workout, we did a full body workout. We did 5 rounds of 4 pull-ups, 12 push-ups, 6 single leg RDLs on both sides, and then 10 goblet squats. I am still sore to this day, and it is 3 days later at the time of this recording, so it was a great workout. Again, really trying to focus on injury prevention, especially with lower body, and then just strength conditioning with the upper body. I was able to go to the gym 2 times this week. Hopefully I bring it up to 3, if not minimum 2 next week. All right, it is now Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. But we have that 5K at a 9:05 marathon pace. That's what I'm aiming for my next half marathon and hopefully my next full marathon. So let's warm up, get this run out of the way so that way we can get ready for the Niner game, which by the time that you're watching this video, we will know if we won or not. But also been feeling really stiff and maybe I'm developing a small shin splint, which is not good. And I think it has to do with my running form because I am a heel striker naturally. Probably still update you guys, but the number one thing I want to prevent is shin splints right now, especially at the beginning of my training program. It's not good. All right, 1 mile down, feeling really good at a 9:06 minute per mile pace. Still got 1 second to make up, but again, focusing on my form. That's gonna help me from preventing injury and get this pesky shin split to go away. All right, 2 miles at an average pace of 8:58. So perfect. We're just gonna cruise this last 1.2 miles and heart rate is really good too. At about 158, so lower than normal. The training has been working. All right, that ended up being 3.36 miles at an average pace of 9 minutes per mile with an average heart rate of 161. So right exactly where we want to be. I want to hold that exact pace with that heart rate for the entire length of my half marathon and my full marathon. But towards the end of that run, like around 1 mile left, my heart rate actually went up past 170. So that means my heart rate is just not quite there yet, but doesn't mean we can't get there in the next couple of weeks. That brings the grand total for this week for my bike riding to 44 miles and my running to, sorry, I've sweat so much, and my running to 13 miles. So slowly increasing that. I'm gonna get my running all the way up to like 20 miles before my half marathon. And then it's probably gonna go up to like 30 or 35 before my full marathon. But all right, time to relax and go watch the Niners win. See you guys next week.